Zachary S. Snyder is a director that I actually have a lot of respect for. You know, when you make movies that have people rage debating about whether or not they are the second coming of Jesus Christ or they are literal dog shit, you have unquestionably accomplished something. So even myself, you know, I have movies of his that I quite enjoy. I have other movies of his that I think are actual dog shit. But I always look forward to seeing what Zachary is cooking up next. But there is tomfoolery afoot with his latest film, Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire, I think it's called. Because Netflix is trying to artificially recreate the Snyder Cut hype. So if you don't remember, Zack Snyder was the original director for Justice League. And then during production, tragically, his daughter actually passed away, and so he had to step away from the movie in order to take care of his family, and it's obviously understandable. But Warner Brothers, in response, did something very shitty. They decided to hire Joss Whedon and completely change his vision for the movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Warner Brothers doesn't have the right to go in a different direction, but in order to take advantage of your director's daughter passing away and then doing it in a really weird and sneaky manner, that is just fucked up. There's no getting around that. But either way, they change his vision, the theatrical cut of Justice League gets released, and it's one of the biggest abominations that we've ever seen grace the silver screens. And so in response to all of this, fans marched on the virtual streets of Twitter, yelling and raving and ranting, "We demand the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. Give it to us, Warner Brothers." And for years, Warner Brothers refused to do it. But the Zack Snyder cultists, y'all motherfuckers didn't give up. You kept on going. And eventually, Warner Brothers buckled. They did it. They gave Zack Snyder the opportunity to finish his movies. And you know what? Sure as hell better than the theatrical cut, I'll tell you what. I still don't love it necessarily. I think there are a lot of weird creative decisions. But at the end of the day, it is a Zack Snyder film through and through. And like I said before, I respect the man. And I just respect an artist making art. And the thing is that this is something that happened organically. This is the filmmaking process leading up to a movie coming out that is just different from what the director originally implied. Earnestly requesting a director's cut of the movie is totally fine. But Netflix is taking it one step further that just makes me not want to watch Rebel Moon in the first place. Netflix is intentionally cucking Zack Snyder and forcing him to release a PG-13 cut of Rebel Moon. Netflix has the explicit plan to release the R-rated Zack Snyder big dick version at a later date. Snyder himself said that while making the movie, he explicitly worked on 2 different cuts to be released. It's ridiculous and blatantly in-your-face manipulative. I'm here looking at this situation, and I am being told by Netflix, by Zack Snyder himself, that the version of the movie that is out right now is not the real movie. It's not my original vision. Why would I bother watching this cucked version? I want Zachary to give it to me raw. I want him to raw dog me, okay? I want Zack Snyder at his best, okay? I don't want him at his weird studio mandated cut version. And by all accounts, the version that's out right now is not very good. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen it. Maybe I would watch it and I would go, this is amazing. This is the second coming of Jesus Christ. But I don't doubt the reviews. Zack Snyder's original cut probably is better. Even if not amazing, at least better than what they released. And yeah, they're doing it to him again. They're cucking him, making him put out the shittier version, and then wanting to build up artificial hype out of releasing the real movie. It's just so blatantly manipulative that I can see it from a mile away, and I am just moving out of the line of fire, I'm just not going to watch the movie. And to be clear, there's no good reason for Netflix to not just release Zack Snyder's true vision. When it comes to runtime, they don't do wide theatrical releases. They just dump their movies onto their streaming platform. So yeah, you can make like a fucking 4-hour cut of Rebel Moon. Netflix has done that in the past with Martin Scorsese. Netflix is simply trying to manipulate people by artificially recreating the Snyder Cut version of Rebel Moon. And you know what, Netflix? I will play your game. I will simply wait for the Snyder Cut. And you probably won't care because you'll get the view either way. And a bunch of people have already watched the movie. None of this matters. I am simply yapping. But that's what I do best. So let me know what you think about the situation in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.